Hi everybody, this is Ral Hellcat, back at you again with another cool video. Today's a great day. Today is very nice out. It's very sunny and warm in New Jersey. Happy fall, everyone. So today we're going to be doing a recap video. So it's basically in two parts. And as you can see by the title of the video, we're going to be taking a ride today in my friend Omar's 2015 Challenger Hellcat. It's a car that basically inspired me. One of the many Hellcat owners that have inspired me to get my Hellcat. Omar was one of them. He has a, like I said, a 2015 Challenger Hellcat in black, in the black pearl, diamond black, with the metal flake in it. It's really nice. So basically, I met him about 2 years ago. His family owns the Berkeley Heights, or the Berkeley Car Wash in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. And I used to take my Infiniti there almost every week to get my Infiniti washed. And then once I traded in the Infiniti and then got the Hellcat, I pull up, and no sooner than I got inside the driveway of the car wash, he comes running out knowing that I just bought the car. So it was great to see him. So let's recap and see what we're going to see today. So this is actually in two parts, like I said before. Two parts meaning that we first met up with Omar literally right after my son, who was still in New Jersey at the time, my son and I had just completed the first of 2 days doing the burnout, drive-by, and launch control video. So after day one, and we were just driving around getting my feedback as to what we did right, what we did wrong, and how cool the burnouts were, we decided to take a drive down to Berkeley Heights. I wanted to get my car washed and visit Omar. And during that period of time, we thought on that particular day we'd take a ride in his Hellcat, but we had something happen, and I'll tell you in a minute. So we literally, right after the burnout video was done, after we'd done that, drove down to Berkeley Heights, met up with Omar, had a conversation with him. He was then telling us a little bit about his Hellcat. So for part number one is him telling me about the Hellcat, and then you'll find out why we couldn't go for a ride on day one. Then we're gonna have part two. So the second time, or actually third time I was able to go down to Berkeley Heights to go visit Omar. It was a perfect day, and we went out and went for a ride in the Hellcat. So, oh, and as you can see, I'm wearing the new SRT Hellcat shirt that I just got. And I had to wear it with the Challenger on it because, of course, we're going to be riding in a Challenger Hellcat today. Cool. Also, to get us in the mood for this video, there's nothing like it. Let's do a quick cold start. Takes only 20 seconds. Sounds so good. It never gets old. American muscle. This is part one. Hope you enjoy it, and then I'll come back at you with part two. Peace. It's on there now. I had the intro one, which I'm shouting out to all the YouTubers.
Well, I definitely 100% would love to do something more professional. After I get my car cleaned, I'll 100% put them side by side, and we could go over a spec. Maybe compare what a stock one is with the 309.
Yep.
Maybe I'll jump ahead a little bit versus, maybe you'll pull out over 140. I have no idea. But I did take the Hellcat to ATCO, completely stock with just the tires, and I did a 10.8.
Have you done any racing this year yet?
No. That was this year.
Okay.
That was
Early
this year. Yeah, it was like 55 degrees.
Yeah,
the humidity affects the blower so much that even if I dead hook, I'm not running. I'm not getting into the 10s in humidity. I'm just not. No Hellcat well. It's got to be really good DA for these things to get into the 10. So it was like 500 DA, 55 degrees. I dead hooked, did a 1.6 60 foot, and I trapped 128, which was great. So I trapped 128. I did a 10.80. People are doing high 10.7s, around 127. So as soon as I did that, I was like, all right, finally I got the car to do it. Then I did the gears. And I haven't been back yet. I'm waiting for the humidity to drop again. Maybe sometime in August, September, I'll go to ATCO again or Raceway Park or something. And I'm hoping.
Park's closed.
Or Island Dragway.
Island, yeah.
Which apparently
so everyone says English. I was,
yeah, I know. But
you would think that they would have woken up between January in June and said, you know what? Let's reopen. We made a mistake. We redid our finances.
I wish.
And with
it really affected the whole town. There's a town built around drag racing.
Yep.
And the whole town suffers because of it. But it is what it is. And I'm hoping with the gears though. You know, I did a 10.8, high 10.7. Maybe I could do a 10.6. Maybe I doubt a 10.5. But maybe if I could do a 10.6.
You think my car getting the 10s?
Yo, of course. Any stock Hellcat with tires. You need tires.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it.
Well, that was what just happened just before. I mean, I tried to use launch control for the first time, and I don't know what I did wrong, but I thought if you hit the brake and you hit the gas, it's not supposed to start spinning the tires. And I was already starting to spin the tires, and then I let off the brake, and the damn thing went all
maybe your launch
swirly on
control
me.
was set a little too high.
Maybe I did.
It could be
too
that.
high.
I honestly, all my passes are done without launch control. It's always just foot and gas on the brake.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. The last one I
just
did.
Just under 2,000 RPMs, just under it. As soon as you feel the car kind of start to go. If you're, I like it. I think it looks good. Sticks out a little bit when you're behind the car. You see a little tire stick out.
Do you think
315s might be a little too big. I think you have to change. You might have to change something. I'm not sure what it is. You might need a smaller
Corey
rim.
from Driveway Demon says he has 315s, but he has a 10.5.
Exactly. So you need an aftermarket rim. Yeah. So these were the biggest I felt comfortable with. Yeah. If I had mods to the car, I would probably want a bigger tire, but considering it's stock with just the gears, it's okay for now. But
am I okay?
Yeah, you might want to pull up. I probably have a couple.
You can't use the cruise control yet because they're of the recall.
Yeah, I just took mine in, not 2 weeks ago. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
If you want to drink. Yeah, man. Actually, I need to show you the gears for sure.
I need to
see what the.
Have you done? I mean, I'm sure you mastered launch control.
When you I've tried it before, but at the track, it just never worked in my favor.
Okay.
I think anyone who's really gone, I think like 90% of people who've gotten their Hellcats in the 10s have not done it with launch control. Okay. They've done it with
so it's just it's almost like a gimmick then. Because
I mean, it's there, but I'm sure
that was my best pass. In fact, I still got to get my 0 to 60 time down because so far the best 0 to 60 time I used to have it at 6 seconds. Now it's down to 5.4. I think these things are capable of like 3.4.
They recorded. You know, they always record your fastest.
Yeah.
Literally, I ran that 10-second pass, and on my way to the booth, I was like, wow, that felt fucking good. And if I can't get a 10 now, I don't know what the hell it's going to take. And before I even got to the booth, my buddies in the stands calling me like, bro, you just did a 10.8 at 128. And I was like, 10.8's good, but I'm like, 128, that's a pretty good trap for a stock Hellcat. Yeah. And then I get the slip, I'm like, wow, this is really good. And my 60 foot was a 1.6, 1.68, which was good, not amazing, but good. Yep. Again, for completely stock. And then I looked at the 0 to 60, and I did a 2.9, which was great. And it said I did a 10. It said I did a 10.9 on. But I will never ever do a 2.9 anywhere else unless I'm or it's super like a
prep,
great day. Yeah,
a good prep.
Yeah. But yeah, I was
when
like, wow,
you spin
2.9.
the tires, I just can't get the 0 to 60 down any faster than when I did.
It will not happen on the street. It just will not. You know, maybe I think on the street I could do a high 3, even with the tires on a day like today. But that track 2.9 all day. It was
the track hawk. Really, the only vehicle I've seen where you could do that on the street, the launch control. I think Tall Guy did it, and this other guy that's on YouTube did it, where he did the full-blown launch control, floored it all the way down, launched it, never spun the tires. It was the all-wheel drive.
Yeah, exactly. But and the track hawks are awesome. I like such cool cars.
I heard they're not selling. I heard they're still sitting on the lot.
To get into one, it's like 90 G's. It's not cheap.
Yeah, I know.
And you know, the 0 to 60 on the street way more forgiving than this thing. But at the track, no track hawks are doing 10 stock with tires. It just, you know, mid 11.
They barely get into the 11.
Exactly. You know, on the road, if you meet up on the highway, you're definitely going to walk away. They're 1,000 pounds heavier, so you'll definitely walk away from it. But you know, still a really cool car. But yeah.
Did you treat your windows too?
Yeah. Yeah, tinted everything but the front window, of course. Just give me 1 sec. Let me help a customer.
Yeah, sure. Literally have stock injectors. I'll be able to pull that off. This next thing now is heat exchange. I was leery about not having it at all, so I put it in my dashboard.
Yeah, for now. Honestly, the dashboard can work in your favor. Sometimes when police officers notice it, they'll notice the license plate, but they'll be like, it's not where it's supposed to be. Whereas this is kind of hiding in plain sight, where they just, honestly, I haven't just been stopped over for it yet.
Okay.
I only take it to work and, to the track. I drive it around, I'm friends with a lot of officers from around here and stuff. So yeah, but also the expel on the bottom, really nice, keeps the paint nice on the front as well.
Okay.
When I didn't even know the part came with it.
Okay, I see that.
I didn't know the part came with it, and I'm sitting here one day in the light, and what I thought was a scratch, and I walk up to him like, what the F? And then I realized the whole car was, the whole front end and the sides were covered in it, and every time I went to the dealership to look at the car, it was always nighttime.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it warm up. I'm gonna take you 2 seconds right here. All right. Just you and I will go real quick.
All right. Yeah. So that's Omar. He's got the 2016 Hellcat Challenger. He's gonna take me for a ride. Should be pretty epic. Yeah. So he was one of my inspirations for getting my car. And again, he's a good friend of mine. His family owns this car wash, Berkeley Car Wash in Berkeley Heights. You gotta come check it out. Just got my car washed here. Of course, I'm gonna do hand washing as well, but they do such a phenomenal job. I had to take it anywhere close by, and we're gonna be doing some collabs together, so it's gonna be really cool. But next, we're gonna go for a ride in Omar's Hellcat.
Pretty cool cars right now. I don't know much about them, but I'm learning a lot with you guys.
What do you like better, the Challenger or the Charger?
I like your Hellcat better.
You like mine better? Why?
Destroyer gray color.
Oh, it's the color
and the stripe.
All right. Well, what if it was the Challenger Destroyer gray?
That's an impossible question, then.
So you just like the color. I think the Challenger's got that nostalgia look, the 70s look, the muscle car look. It's like old school muscle, and then the Charger Hellcat is new school muscle. It looks like a NASCAR stock car, to be honest. That's one of the reasons why I like the body style. I'll tell you though, the one thing that I do love about having the Charger though is the 4 doors. Because you could have easily I don't know if he's going to be able to take you with us, but we'll see. I just got my car washed too. As Omar, we're in his Challenger Hellcat. I don't know if we're gonna go for a quick spin or not.
Of course, it starts raining the second I want to take you. It's not. I'm just not gonna grip. All right. You know better than I do.
Here, let me put my seatbelt on. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed part 1. We had a little conversation with Omar, and right as we get in the car to go for a ride in his Challenger Hellcat, it started to rain. Oh, so frustrating. But that's what's cool about video. You can put them together. So without further ado, I went back to see Omar. Weather was beautiful. We go for a ride in his 2015 Challenger Hellcat. Enjoy.
So, in regular street mode, you won't notice it. You won't notice it shift as quickly with the 309s.
Yeah.
But in track, you definitely do notice it. You'll see it'll often be in 8th gear more often. It just definitely goes into that next gear, which isn't the greatest for the street, but awesome for the track,
So what's it got now? You got
so right now,
street transmission.
We're in street, but we'll put it in track.
I'll go in track mode, yeah. It's cool.
Get the tires a little warm.
cold air intake?
I just have a K&N drop-in filter.
Okay.
So, you know, after just looking at them all and really being indecisive of which one, a lot of really fast Hellcats that are in the 9s are only even using the stock one. So it's not, it wasn't something I was really too concerned about, especially until I get a tune and a pulley. You know, maybe I'll do something more aggressive then.
Yeah.
But
still under warranty?
Yeah. For another year.
Okay.
For another year.
Is that when you're going to do the pulley and the tune?
Probably.
Or?
Probably next year.
Yeah.
Maybe with the next tax return.
Yeah.
You know. But there'll be absolutely. It's a little warmer out, so the car's probably not making the most power it could. But the ground's warm. You know, even though I just pulled out, there shouldn't be any drama whatsoever flooring it with the 305s drag radials. It really shouldn't.
I still got to get 305s.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah, I just uploaded my burnout video.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet. I have to check it out. But it just bangs the downshifts real quick, upshifts real quick. It's always in the power when you floor it, which is awesome. You're just like, it's always ready to go. So
I can't believe there's
no chirp, not one bit. Wow. And it hooked, and you know, that was a pretty good pull. It felt good.
Yeah, you know, it's like I can't do that with my car.
Yeah,
I spin.
The first thing
all the time.
The first thing I did was get drag radials. That was a must.
Now, how many miles do you have on the tires now?
So I had Mickey Thompsons, which were great. They're not cheap though. They're almost 400 a tire. They're like 370. So those actually I got 6,000 miles out of with 4 track days of burnouts and abuse and not taking care of them at all. I just beat the shit out of the tires, and they still gave me 6,000 miles, which is awesome. I think that was really good.
That's
right now I have Nitto NT05s, which are good. But you know, from this low of a pull, I'll probably spin, but we'll see. I'll start in first. Yeah. So first gear's still a little shaky, but I'd expect that. You know, even with drag radials in first gear, it's a lot. But if I rolled into a little bit smoother, it would have been fine. And on a track, I think that would have probably dead hooked.
I did the exact same thing on a back road. Well, we won't say where in Mexico, and I just could not hook. I tried to use launch control. It would launch, and then it would start spinning, and then I would let off the gas a little bit and get it on it again in second, spin again.
I virtually get no traction even with drag radials under 30 miles an hour. But at the track, I mean, this thing dead hooked when I did my my 10.8 pass. Completely stock, just tires, a 10.8, which is good, but it's not even great. There are people out there doing 10.6s, trapping 130, which is nuts. Yeah. That's pretty much a unicorn pass. That's a unicorn pass, I like to say, but you know, now that it's geared, I haven't taken it to the track yet, so I'm very curious to see on a nice cool day, 55 degrees, perfect DA at ACO Raceway. I think this thing could potentially do a 10.5 with the gears, which is fucking crazy. You know, that's a pulley and a tune away from really low 10s.
Now, what's your best 0 to 60?
It's recorded right now as a 2.9.
A 2.9?
Yeah, it has it recorded here as a 2.9. Let me just let this guy pass so I can make a U-turn. But let's see. Performance. So yeah, best is a 2.9. That's the car, and I think yeah. Let me get it right here for you. So it's a 2.9 was the best 0 to 60, and then we have the quarter. What did I record the quarter? It said my 8th. Oh, good thing he wasn't behind me about 2 seconds ago. Probably for the best. So it even said my 8th was a 6.7, which is great. Yeah, my 8th on the actual time slip was a 6.8, but probably a high 6.7 maybe. Yeah, and oh, that's the 8th mile. This was the 0 to 100, my mistake. So that's closer to being accurate, yeah. I did a 6.9 on the time slip, so it recorded here as a 7.1. And the quarter says 11.0, and I did a 10.8.1. So a little bit, you know, a little bit off on the more forgiving side.
Yeah.
So that 0 to 60 potentially could have been a 2.8.
Yeah.
Even. If I have a slip that says I did a 10.8 and this is saying I did an 11.0,
right.
You know, there's a very solid chance that could have been a 2.8 0 to 60, maybe even a 2.7. Doubtful, but maybe. At least a 2.9, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nutty with just tires. Nothing. I had not even the drop-in filter, no suspension, stock 20-inch rims, no wheeled wells, no gears, no pulley, no tune, just Mickey Thompson's, lowered to about 19 pounds.
Wow.
And I launched at approximately just under 2,000 RPMs, and it dead hooked. I almost wish I had like a camera facing me, because my eyes just like opened up, and I was like, holy shit, that you know, I cut a 1.68 60 foot, which isn't great, but it's pretty good. And you know, I knew when I crossed the line, I was like somewhere around the top of 5th. Okay. So maybe with the gears I'll be into 6th. I don't know if that'll help or hurt, but we'll see. You know, maybe I'll run a faster quarter and trap a little lower. I have no idea. So I'm really, really eager to take it out, but I'm not going to. There's no way I'd ever run a 10-second pass in 84-degree humidity Jersey weather.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a really big thing. I've taken people for rides in the car, you know, like you. Today the DA is not horrible, but it's not great. But I've taken people out for rides in heat and humidity, and myself, I'm like, oh, it kind of feels really sluggish. Mm-hmm. But then I'll take it out at night, and it's 65 out, and the car feels like it picked up 200 more horsepower, even though it didn't. But it really makes a big difference. So there's no way you're running a 10-second pass in this. Gotta wait till it's at least 60 out for the stock tune and whatnot. So that's where I'm at. I was hoping I'd be in there by August, but you know, it's looking like September now is going to be September night sometime when it drops to the low 60s and there's no humidity. It's boost weather. Boost weather for sure.
Yeah, let me know when you go. I'll go with you.
Yeah, 100%. I have a bunch of people who are excited. But
I'm still disappointed with what I've been able to do, because 0 to 60 so far with me with the spinning the tires is 4.9. I can't.
Yeah,
I mean, can't seem to do any better.
The tires are just holding you back. There's no way. I think before the track, my best 0 to 60 was maybe a 3.9. So that's, you know, still pretty bad. But, you know, it's the street. It is what it is.
Yep.
With less power, like in the really hot, humid weather, when the car's making less power and the ground is really sticky. And the ground is really sticky, you know, you could probably even do a better 0 to 60 than when the car made more power in the humidity, because you actually grip. But you could tell, just driving around with 309s, it's hanging out. Yeah. Maybe, you know, your car might be in 6th gear, this will be in 7th, but it's not putting any stress on it. It's not loud. There's certainly no drone, even with the slight exhaust work I have done. Yeah. So, you know, it hasn't really affected my gas mileage too much. Very little, maybe a mile a gallon, or, you know, 1 mile per gallon. So it's really, to me, it was really worth it. And it was a great way to really not blow your warranty, but still get, you know, I was about to floor it here.
Oh, man.
And again, another word, cops everywhere today. I definitely recommend it, and it's a great way not to really void your warranty, but still be able to.
The 309 gears won't void the warranty, and not the exhaust won't, and the tires.
The three, you know, it really depends on the dealership you go to. Well, 309s, what's it going to void? It's, you know, the worst that could happen is the diff rips apart, and you just put the stock 262s back in. So, you know, I don't think the dealership's going to cover 309 gearing, even though the new Hellcats, I think, have 309.
The 309 is going to be an option for 2019,
exactly. So,
in both the Sky Pack and the Hellcat.
Yeah, so,
but the only other question I have is, like, what about your drive shaft? Because everybody seems to be replacing the drive shaft.
The drive shaft is a must. after a pulley. I think I could pull it, stock. I don't really think too many Hellcats are blowing them up at the track.
Yeah.
Definitely a pulley and tune. You have to change the drive shaft.
Yep.
It's a ticking time bomb.
Yep.
With the 309s, I don't know. Well, if I go to the track and freaking pull a 1.4 or a 1.560 foot, there's maybe all that pressure and torque on the drive shaft will snap it, but I don't think so. I think it's going to take the pulley and the tune to really make the drive shaft detonate. But it's making the same power, just earlier on. So yeah, but I love it, man. It's been really, really good. I definitely recommend the 309s. Probably
I felt it.
Yeah, exactly.
Your car. I mean, both Hellcats, and they're just like two different cars right now.
If I had to guess, which we should do a poll soon, but if I had to guess, I would probably just jump out a car, maybe a car and a half, and then we'd just be even hanging out. Yeah. But it just gives you that little extra instant little bit, extra couple tenths off the quarter, extra little bit boost. Maybe, your car will definitely hit 200 way before this does. This will probably top out around 180. Yep. Theoretically, but yeah, it's been great. Cool. Yeah.
That's a good ride, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I had to be a
that was
rush.
An awesome ride in the 2015 Hellcat.
Yeah,
2015 Challenger Hellcat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Awesome. Thanks again.
Yeah, anytime.
And just one more time, I just want to take a quick walk around of the 2015 Challenger Hellcat. We just took an awesome ride in it. So we'll end this video now. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit the like button. It's a good time today. We've been waiting for about a month now to get a ride in the car, so now this video is done and complete. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Well, I hope you enjoyed me riding in Omar's 2015 Challenger Hellcat. It was awesome. It was epic. It was fun. 309 gears, 2.90 to 60, 10.8 quarter mile, all stock except for the 305 tires, the 309 gears, and the K&N filter. That's it. It's all that car has, and it is just so freaking fast. I gotta get the tires on this car. Gotta get the 305 Nittos. Gotta get it today. Gotta do it before the call. Oh, by the way, I already spoke to Omar. It's possible that he and I will be going down to Reading, Pennsylvania for the YouTube call out on October 20th. So maybe you guys can meet us there and meet up with me and Omar. I also confirmed that Mike Street Speed 717 is going to be there. I also spoke to Send It Steve. He confirmed for me. Also, Paul Family Cruising is going to be there. Try to get in touch with SRT Mush. Actually, he's not sure if he can go because he is not sure if his Demon's going to be ready or not. And I don't know if he'll make the trip without the car. And then I'm also going to try to hook up with Corey from Driveway Demons and see if he's going to go too. It should be an awesome day. It's in a couple of weeks. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I look forward to see you on the next one. Also, I just wanted to thank all of you for subscribing. All my subscribers, we just hit 100 subscribers on the channel. Thank you so much. Our next goal is to hit 1,000. I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you haven't already done so, please smash that subscribe button. Tap the like button and also tap the bell notifications for more of my videos. We have 100 subscribers, actually 102 subscribers as of today. Thank you again. Share the channel with everyone that you know. Once we do the YouTube call out in a couple of weeks, hopefully we'll get to our next goal of 500 subscribers, but the ultimate goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So thank you again for subscribing, and I definitely do appreciate it. Thank you again. So without further ado, thank you again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, I say with you, peace, 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 peace. Pew, 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 pew.